So yeah. One of those things, you know. One of those Duels of the Roses things. Are you saying you like my hair? Is that what you're saying? Or trying to say, rather? Because I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. I don't know. I couldn't really understand what you were trying to type there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I was not 100% sure what you were trying to say, and I didn't want to assume that you were typing something that you weren't. It's all about the contrast, though, okay? You see, the brighter sweaters just bring out the hair, you know, it brings out the curls. Dropped a photo, let's see. Ah, that actually looks pretty interesting, actually. I didn't expect it to look that good. It's pretty interesting. I like it. I approve. I'll give it a Clovis Pog. There you go. Parrot Dragon approved. Blah. I know, right? It's great, isn't it? I'm glad everyone got around the Clovis Pog, because when I did the vote, subscriber vote, it was actually the loser of all emotes. And it was a shame, because I think it's a really cool idea. And I thought the artist did a very good job with it. I don't know, I just thought that the card fits. Yo, Matt, what's up? I was thinking about you earlier, Matt. Yeah. I don't know, I was just, for some reason, Arlone popped up in my head. And now just that card reminds me, and the emote now reminds me of you every time. I just find it so funny because, you know, like, the emote's all, like, fun and loving and aw, and I'm just like, it's Roy Spectre of Dawn, and I'm like raging and molding over it, and she's just like, so yeah. I don't know. I just find it entertaining. I do think about you guys in the day. I do. Some more than others. Depending on how often you come in and how much banter we exchange. But I do, because the stream's a part of my life. It's a very significant one. Triad. I just find that funny because it's... That one, it's a lot more obvious that it's not. You know, the other one's actually ambiguous as to who it is. I mean, you would be forgiven for thinking that it actually is Arlone. But yeah, that one is... I was actually thinking with all these cards to get the artist to also do the palette swaps as well. I was gonna inquire about it, but then I was like, what would I actually use them for? Like, I wouldn't actually be able to put them in for anything. So I just didn't bother. Alright. Okay, then. Play this. Okay, so you can attack her twice. But I reckon it's safer to not, unless you actually have 2700 attack. Because then I mean, I could have played it. I drew into the zombie dragon. I could have played Skullgun with it equipped and just attacked her twice. But I think if you don't have that, it's better to let her attack into you, because you just have you're less likely to have tenderness. The reason why, if I had 2700, which I did, but, you know, like, say if I already had Great Mammoth equipped here, is that. That's why. What a nightmare. I can just attack through it here, though. Ironically enough, she probably would have played that card. No. That'll fuse that slower. She probably would have played that card even if I didn't let the Skellangel attack into me. But it still would have been... I don't know if it would have been faster or not. It's just bullshit either way. Tenderness is just a messed up card. Take a shot every time I rant about tenderness. Alright, can we get a Dancing Elf this time? Yes, finally. I can't believe we actually got a Dancing Elf today. Oh my god. She was really dodging us today. But we got there eventually. Hey, my sweater looks like Dancing Elf's dress, kind of. It's the same color. Kind of. Alright. I want something good. Oh, this is not... This is really not what I want. This is really not what I want. Disc magician. And I also summon Jack's Knight. Alright, cool. Oh, he's supposed to be here. Not the best, but it's okay, it's whatever. That could be a lot worse, so... And the tail was okay, so we're plus 30 instead of like plus 1 minute. So that's a saving grace. Gold star for you, Tristan. Actually, no. It's more like a silver medal. Silver trophy. Or bronze. Imagine in a race if you could come 0th and you get a platinum instead of a gold trophy. I don't know how that would make sense, but... Time to break the trend of gold, silver, and bronze, you know? I say we've lived with platinum long enough, we can also make it into a trophy. Oh, I already hate this hand a lot. I need to play this in case I draw into a Yami, otherwise I'm gonna really regret not playing it. I only kept the Kagemusha because in any other situation I'm gonna have to basically defend with it here. Top left, so I can spellbind this card. Otherwise I'm never gonna be able to do anything. Yep. Ost. Oh, sorry. Zerost. Zeroned. Zeroed. Ost, Ond, and Ord. The Ord Mantle. Fucking Star Wars. The most last? I wouldn't give a platinum to the last guy. That wouldn't work. Fuck it. Let's do this. See ya! This is effectively just trading summoning power. It doesn't really do that much. I don't have to play that there, but I do want to keep moving. The most least. The least first. Yeah, that's a winner. A winner at sucking. Dun 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 dun. Imagine like a clown remix of this. Oh, look at this. This is good. Yo, Underboard, what's up? Good to see you. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. I hope you're doing well. Hope your car issues are solved. Or on the way to being solved. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in again and saying hello. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. Carnival music remix. It's Carnival! Alright, what is this? Too tired because of the walking. Well, buddy. I walk every day, and I've got to say, it's good for the legs. It's good for the legs. It's good for nothing else but the legs. That was kind of lame, but we won, so yeah, cool. Ooh, Kanon. Hello. I'll take that. I'll take a Harpy Lady. I'll take a... Not the best equipped, but it's 0 SP, 10 deck cost, so I'll take it anyway. Because lately I've been replacing a bunch of 4-star cards in the deck for 0 SP, whatever. You have a new card. Whoa, nice. You have a new car. Congratulations. Get out of my car. You guys remember that David Hasselhoff song? Yeah, he made a song. Well, he made multiple, I think. David Hasselhoff just reminds me of SpongeBob now. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not gonna lie, I ended up taking a huge afternoon nap before stream, and it was like a beauty nap, pretty much. Oh, I don't know, man. I was so yawny when I got home. I thought I was in the clear, you know. I went to bed, I think, around 2 in the morning. I woke up at 9 in the morning, and I thought I was good, but I wasn't. I really wasn't. I want to keep that basic insect, so I have a bait card to the left of this. I'll take the gamble, because if I don't draw into a Yami here, I have to do something like this. I really do. I just have to. Alright. I just need something that deals 1200 or more. That's strong on Yami. That works. Holy fuck. Alright then. Alright then. This guy must assume my face down attack card, so like over 2300 then. I actually thought he was going to move to the left. That's bizarre. Maybe he didn't because he had a monster that could challenge my monster. But then he obviously decided to move it differently once it was actually on the field. I don't know. That's interesting. Cool, we got the cards we wanted there. We don't really... Spike Seedra's not good. High Tide Gyojin is really, really not good. Like, that card is absolutely useless. So is Spike Seedra. Like, in the context of the speedrun, having these 5 SP monsters that don't do anything are fucking awful. It's like the worst thing you could ask to put in a deck. You may as well just have, like, anything low SP that fuses into something. Like, it's way, 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 way better. So, yeah. I'm definitely not going to use that Sagi. Probably won't use this zombie either, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Kind of need 1400 attack to make this like a 3-hit kill. In this situation, I think I just attack twice with Shadow Ghoul is probably the play. Alright, because I drew into Pumpkin Fusion with Violet Crystal, I can kill him now. Because I deal 2800 on Yami with this one hit. And then I can attack with the Disc Magician for lethal. And it's 1350. That was a pretty handy top deck. I obviously was not prepared to play that until I drew into it, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah. Otherwise, I was just literally going to attack him twice as Shadow Ghoul. And only move my Disc Magician to left once to manip him to move to the Wasteland. But not attack with it, because that would be slow, and then I'd have to still hit him again with another card. So yeah, pretty cool that I actually drew into something that made that duel faster than what I thought it would be. Because it was literally within my next 2 cards that allowed me to do that. If I had only one or the other, it still wouldn't have been enough. I would have been short. So that's pretty interesting, actually. Drawing into those 2 cards, making me able to finish there. In that. Drawing in 2 cards and save me time. It's time save is time save. I'll take some of that time back from that Marco duel. Only duel that was really not good was Mai, and I mean, we still got past her, so whatever. It's just kind of none of these duels have been particularly fast, and we'll probably be about +2 here. Lead with low SP stuff, and hopefully either top deck something good, or we have to just attack with Dice Armadillo anyway. Which is still fine. Still good enough. Absolutely not going to use that Yami. So, looks like we're going to be playing Dice Armadillo. And if this is a spell, it means that next hand is going to play something quite high attack. Yeah, so we have to be careful of that. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't think that actually makes a difference. I'd be surprised if that beats this card. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. Basically just cost me a turn by doing that. Legs that would make a personal trainer proud. I can't say the same for myself, but I do use them every day. Ew, I wanted that Spring of Rebirth. Oh well, that Fiend's okay. Rock on rock violence. I mean, I had a Pumpkin and a Disc Magician. I didn't actually have a rock. So I'm not sure where that came from. But okay. Little Swordsman of Ale? I don't know. Oh my god, why I hate Type 0 Magic Crusher. It's the most useless fucking card in the world. Okay, I got 3 useless cards. That's why we never reincarnate shit. That's high debt cost. I regret it every single time. I really do. I really need to stop doing that. Those YOLO reincarnates, you just don't ever get anything. I really would rather just reincarnate my Arcaki Yesu like I normally do and get a Griggle. That's actually just way better than most of the stuff that I get whenever I reincarnate something higher debt cost. That's a monster. You just get so much garbage. Kind of painful. I really should end on a zombie there so I confuse something, but whatever. Okay. I still gotta check my hand because I can draw into a bunch of cards that have no SP and draw cards without using any. Whatever's 1 and lower, I'll play and then draw more, and I can still play Shadow Glyph if I draw into it after. There you go. 2 fake traps in the same hand. On this duel, I'd rather draw them over any monster that I'm not going to use, in all honesty. Hey, it's Dark Elf. Bye, Dark Elf. It's funny how there's Dark Elf, but then the Light Elf is not called Light Elf, it's actually Mystical Elf. Alright, because I have my... I have a Mammoth Graveyard in my hand, so I am going to Time Seal Protect this. We're not going to save any time, but it should be smooth. If this wasn't in my hand, I probably wouldn't bother here. But I may as well. Because this isn't going to be ultra fast anyway, so whatever. It just stops us having to reset. But that 5 seconds I lose there is very negligible when we're like going to be +2 anyway. It just basically means we don't have to reset if he plays Time Seal here. Which he didn't, but if he did there and I didn't fuse that card that was in my hand, it would have been over. And it just would have been a waste of 20 minutes, effectively. I mean, we could still lose the run to the next 3 guys anyway, or the next... yeah. Especially anyone after that, but... you know, we saved, what? Almost a minute, I guess. It's not that bad. Considering our deck edit was pretty poor, we even reincarnated, and I only included Type 0 Magic Crusher because it's 0 SP and I wanted to shoot through my... I wanted to draw as many cards as possible there. So I just want low SP average. And I want to draw into a lot of cards that I can just get rid of. That's the truth. And you notice I take out my 2 rocks because they're not even really that good in these last 3 duels in the first half. They're useful to draw into Rex and Necromancer, but I've gotten to the habit recently of taking them out for the first half. And trying to get a good first half so I can actually continue and usually edit the deck a second time. Okay, so... if I don't... there's no point dumping any of the fiends there. Like, I may as well just play them if I don't draw into anything. I want to have SP to play one of them at least. It's fine. This means I can play both. This is better than anything else apart from... the only thing that makes this better is if I attack with a monster that has 2100 on the army. That's the only really not great thing about this. Because this just means I need to do one more attack, but it's still the same amount of turns and the same amount of enemy input, so... and nothing we really draw into, unless we knew ahead of time we were going to draw into the Lizark. If we played the Dimension Hole instead of Yami, and then we played Chimera instead, we could have attacked him, killed him in 2 attacks. Would have been a bit faster, but it still would have took the same amount of turns, so it would have been not the biggest difference. Like, in the grand scheme of things, those 2 strategies are so close that they're outright way faster than anything else we could have drawn into. And if I have 2 Fiends and I have no guarantee that I'm going to draw into a Plant or a Lizark, there's no reason to play around a Forest Fusion if I don't have one. I had 2 Fiends, so I may as well play Yami, because then I'm guaranteed to kill him. I didn't actually need to draw into anything else there. It's just that if we did draw into like a dragon zombie, then we could have done that a little bit faster, but it's not a big deal. Really. Hoping he plays to his right. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Spicy. He'll move his card out of the way, though. He will, I think. Yeah. I think I should activate my Dimension Hole when I do this, instead of leaving it on the field. I think is the play. Meteor Dragon. This is why it's good to be on a Toon Tile here, because then he's very unlikely to actually kill you in the one turn. He needs, like, Dark Magician with an equip to kill me here, yeah. Well, he actually played his fucking Destiny draw card there, but it was Raigeki. You got time to lay on the couch, and you're watching me while you relax. Isn't that great? Isn't that wholesome? It's funny how you get a dimension on this guy and you lose time against, like, the PB, but whatever. It's just kind of the way this guy is. None of his drops apart from Dimensional, Monster Reborn, Dark Energy I really care about much. He has some other pretty decent cards like Mystical Elf, but it's kind of... Too late in the run to worry about cards like that, I reckon. I'm getting a bit cold. All of a sudden. I literally checked my window to see if it was open. That's how cold I suddenly felt. Assuming we make it into the second half, I do need to go to the bathroom. So, if we get a fast MFLC, the pace is looking pretty decent, but, yeah. Alright, hopefully I get a good MFLC, because my deck's not very good for it, obviously, but potluck would be good. What a horn. Alright. Okay. This is pretty good. Alright, I don't know what else we're going to draw into, but we'll see. Force. So, if that first card he played was Kinetic Soldier, we lose here. If it's Gate Dig, we're okay. I don't really know exactly how we close it off, but it's over anyway because it's Kinetic Soldier, so... just FYI, he only has one Kinetic Soldier, and that's the only card he can play in his first turn. The only monsters he can play in his first turn are Gate Dig and Kinetic Soldier. And because Kinetic Soldier has a higher attack than Pumpkin, if he adds Ryoko on it, he's gonna kill us if, you know, we play Pumpkin there. We just kind of had to go for that and hope it was a Gate Dig and not Kinetic Soldier, because he has 3 Gate Digs and 1 Kinetic Soldier, so it is more likely for him to play Gate Dig there. Him opening up with Kinetic Soldier and Ryoko is just unlucky. There's nothing you can really do about that. I want this to be fast. I want to continue, so I'm going to play this really riskily, because if somehow this goes wrong, fuck it, we'll restart anyway. Either I want this to be over ASAP or restart. If he attacks this, I'll just cop it. Okay, we're fine. What do you mean, what the fuck? If you're wondering, that's what you want for MFLC in any speedrun. That's basically ideal. That's the ideal Medailon Fabula Chakra. You've never seen him skip a turn, so that's purely because he has a handful of monsters that he can't summon. That's it. He face tanks there because his AI wants to respond by playing a monster. So he stays there, he double taps himself, then he decides he wants to play a card and challenge you. And in a situation where he can't play any monster, he just ends his turn, because he's already made the only move that he can make. So after that's done, he just passes. And then you attack him. Then the turn after that, if his combination, not including Ryoko, if his combination of cards that he's going to play, the highest combination of cards that he's going to play is a lower attack than your monster, then he plays it out of the way. Manadan. I'm gonna say Medailon Fabula still. For the rest of my life. I'm just gonna say it. Because I'm not Welsh. I'm just not. You can tell. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Manidan Fablir. There you go. That's actually like I don't know why I'm pronouncing it like a really bad Scottish impression, but yeah. Welsh is stupid? Well, that's mean. How do you think Welsh feels about that comment? Their name for oven or washing machine? What about it? It's a dumb language with a bunch of unnecessary letters. You're going savage. What did Welsh language ever do to you, man? Holy shit. Isle of Bretagne. Alright guys, we are in the second half of the game. We're +3. Do you guys think we are going to finish the run? Doesn't even have to be a PB. Basically, finishing the run means that I am within, like 3 or so minutes after Lab Ruler. Because at that point, I'm like, I may as well just play it out. Do you guys think we're going to finish this run? Or you guys think that we're going to restart within the next, like, 5 or 6 duels, approximately? What do you guys think? I have a good feeling we're gonna get somewhere. I don't know, I have some optimism about this. I can't really say it's gonna be personal best, obviously, it's a tall order, but I'm feeling like we're gonna get through the next 5 or 6 without too much trouble. I don't know. I feel it in my bones. You know. 110.23. There! Alright, that's your guess for the VIP game. What's up, Logic? This one's gonna be a W. We'll see. We shall see. The heart of the cards, everyone. The heart of the cards. Oh, alright, we got pretty good. This is honestly really good. The thing is, if he plays Eternal Rest, we're fucked. If he plays Eternal Rest, we are absolutely fucked. Basically, that's kind of always the case on this guy, but draw-wise, this is one of the better draws I've got on this guy, like, period, in No Passwords, in all honesty. This is very ideal. Apart from Dimension Hole, this is, like, one of the best things, really. So again, he just needs to not play Eternal Rest on this turn or the next. Also, if that's a Wasteland, that is very cool, because we can put that in the deck. We just need to hope this is an Eternal Rest and we're fine. Okay, cool. Another thing about this amount of damage is that you don't have to worry about Red Medicine either. You can still attack him twice for lethal instead of having to attack a third time. So, in this situation, it literally doesn't matter what he plays apart from Eternal Rest, which always kills you. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good, you know. That's barely a time loss. So 5 seconds on that guy, and he's one of the run killers. Alright, it was a bear trap. So, no Wasteland, but what that means is that if we opened with a 2k or lower card, we would have had to try the duel again. Or if we played it out, we would have lost like a whole 2 minutes if we were lucky enough to continue somehow. But that just means that like any bad duel after that just kills the run dead permanently. But that's good. We got a very good draw on that guy, and he didn't play Eternal Rest. Can't really ask for much more than that on that guy, in all honesty. Only thing else we could ask for is, yeah, Dimension Hole opening, but we only have one anyway, so whatever. Necromancer, we gotta play the safe strat unless we open with Dimension Hole, then we obviously play this differently, and, yeah. I see a bunch of stuff that lets us play Pumpkin. That is my goal. My goal is to play Pumpkin here, so... I'm really hoping he doesn't suddenly top deck something that beats this and attacks this, because as long as he doesn't beat this, he moves his card to the left and we can attack him again. But if he beats this, I have no follow-up. I just don't. Genuinely, I don't have any follow-up or any fast, efficient way of doing this. If he destroys the Pumpkin there, so I'm glad he didn't. Means we won't really get any drops from him, but that's fine. Really, I'm not too bothered. I think I'm gonna edit the deck anyway. I really did want that Zombie Warrior, but I didn't get it. It's not the most overpowered card, but it's honestly a very good drop. Like, any of his 3 SP zombies that do something are good. That's probably his best zombie apart from the 3 zombie counterpart cards. And obviously... okay, hold on. There's actually Kairyu-Shin, Harpy Lady, Kanan. While I'm here... Gale Dogra, who wants that? I'll give it to you. Alright, that was really a waste of time. Not gonna bother with any of those cards, in all honesty. Complete waste. Again, if we got a really cool card there, it would have been great, but we didn't. Like, I don't know, even if we got a fucking Dragon Zombie, I would have been like, hey, that's worth it, but we didn't get a single usable card at all. Not one. So that's a shame, but whatever. Hopefully we get a good entry here. Oh. Okay. I kind of get the impression that I need to dump these just for safety purposes. I probably didn't. Really? Alright, whatever. I'm hoping that I can attack him with this. He'll kill this probably, yeah. Classic. Classic Weevil move. At least that card's out of the way, so I can hopefully, yeah, draw into more good cards here. You know what? This is a risk, but... I basically dumped cards under the impression that I was gonna be able to... okay. Okay. Alright, I needed to attack through that. I needed to attack through that. So that's good. We can actually continue here. And you see, what I edited back in was Kairyu-Shin, Kanan, and Harpulator, and they are good cards in all honesty. Kairyu-Shin is very, very good. I think Kairyu-Shin's the strongest to the last, like, third of the game. Because there are duels like Weevil, Richard, etc. that are menaces, and if you don't draw into your best possible cards there, Kairyu-Shin actually is an out. And it's also an out for Keith if you don't open with anything good on Wasteland. And it's actually safer against Keith if you play Kairyu-Shin early instead of opening with like 2300 or lower or something like that. because Keith can still draw into things that kill that, or Keith can also open with a non-monster, and then you're really, like, gonna get fucked up. So Kairyu-Shin is very good on that duel. Like, if you draw into it, I am tempted to play it pretty much all the time. So again, if we want Pegasus to be fast, we need, like, Dimension Hole Kairyu-Shin, basically. Or it's just kind of awkward. Even if we have a terrain card, it's awkward to play around, because we have to play Yami, and his 2 highest attack cards are strong on Yami, so it's actually kind of terrifying. Interestingly enough, though, we actually got something here. I'm gonna get rid of the Wretched Ghost Attic, because it means we still have SP for, like, a Kairyu-Shin or whatever. Have runs with other Masters decks, a few, but they're always slower. Really. You should play top right here. So yeah, Sagi is weaker than whatever monster you would have played on that first turn, so... Oh, really? Really? Okay. I know I said that I needed a Dimension Hole and a Kairyu-Shin, but this is not nearly as good as you would think. Because obviously he stopped me from moving forward and attacking him directly now, so this is going to be way worse than it should be. Like, really not good. Alright, this is actually exactly what I needed, was a Pumpkin here. So I could beat him. That's good. So again, ideally, he doesn't play a monster second turn. And then I could move onto that spot where I am right now and then play my Kairyu-Shin top right of me, where that Kairyu-Shin is there that turn, and attack him directly. Because then it makes water where he is and water in front of him, and then he moves in front of him, and I'll be able to kill him in 2 hits. But because he attacked us with a monster, and he attacks right and then forward, it blocks us from moving to that spot that's important to move to. So we didn't gain nearly as much time as we could have if he didn't play a monster on his second turn. That's just how that duel goes, really. Not much I can really do about that. But overall, it was still faster because we were able to jump to him and change the terrain and attack him a couple times. And because we had the Ukazi and because we attacked that Sagi, we were able to just kill him in 1 direct hit with a Pumpkin. And luckily we drew into the Pumpkin, or else we wouldn't have gained any time at all, so that would have been really shitty. This is a good opening draw. I would like a bit more damage. I would rather have a zombie. I want to draw into a zombie, but if we don't, it's still fine. I mean, I can just attack twice with a Fiend and once with a Plan. It really doesn't make a massive difference. But this is better, because then we don't have to attack twice. You lose a bit of time because you fuse. But this means we don't actually need to play another monster, and we means we're going to get 2 battle animations. So we save a bit of time here. And if she happens to top deck a Mirror Wall here and play it, we can still attack through it. Just with another card, so... So, yeah. It's another time save, which is nice. Lab Rule is going to be the difference maker, really. We can save a lot of time, but we have to top deck the right cards and have a good duel. And we can save a couple minutes, but that assumes we have a really good Lab Ruler. Otherwise, ideally, we just continue and carry this pace into the last 5 and hopefully get some luck elsewhere. I'm happy to be at this time here, though, because there's lots of ways to save time, lots of ways to lose time. In all honesty, as long as if I can save a lot of time here, it's looking pretty good. But you know, this is quite a good hand. I mean, I don't know what else I could possibly fucking ask for here, really. I do need to beat this somehow. Because that card literally beats Shadow Ghoul. Not that I want to play Shadow Ghoul here, but I basically need like a Skelgon or something. This works. So here, I'm hoping he plays to his right and then moves left, because then we're looking pretty fucking juicy, but, yeah, okay, cool. Oh, that's kind of rough. We'll see. I'm gonna attack him directly with this. I'm just gonna... I don't even know if this is the correct way I should be playing this, but... yeah. I just want to kind of go for this. No. Drukazi, interesting. I really shouldn't let him do that, but... I think I could have played this guy so much better, honestly. Like, a lot better. Especially here, I could have played something a bit stronger, so I guarantee lethal here. Now I basically... okay. You know what? I know I could have played that better. I don't know how much time I could have saved there, though. Really, Lab Ruler is one of my worst duels, just in terms of knowledge and knowing exactly what I should be doing at any given time. Definitely Lab Ruler is one of my weakest duels. He's one of those duels where I just hope to top deck really good cards and win. And I'm not really usually prepared to play out bad duels, because if... I don't want a bad duel on that guy in a PB, really. I just really want to save 2 minutes on him by just getting a godlike lab ruler, which is very luck-based, but... I don't know. If I knew 1 or 2 things about that duel more and was more confident in it, maybe I could have saved more time there. Because I had good cards, so... Okay, I pretty much need to do this, I think. This isn't looking good, I'm not gonna lie. I think I really should have moved my dimension hole forward. At least it's a shovel crusher. Kairu Shin. Actually, I can kill this guy. Luckily, that was a shovel crusher he opened with, because I can actually kill him here, I think. I need... Alright. That's honestly fine. I don't know what else I really expect on that guy. That's fine. We need Darkness Ruler to not fucking troll us. Need to get a good draw on him as well. And then we're at the last 3 with a chance of personal best, but it doesn't mean it's likely. Won't really know until we actually go into those duels, really. We have to beat this guy first. I mean, Darkness Ruler is one of the more consistent guys in the game, but if you don't actually draw 4K inclusive, he is terrifying. Because, remember, the more fast and consistent the split is, you know, you're running against a faster split, so time loss is actually more proportionally bad, like every little thing that you do, pretty much. I'm hoping he really doesn't play a monster next turn, because I think I'm going to have to play a 3rd monster to beat him here. I need more damage. Oh, this is a monster. It's a monster. Oh, yikes. Yikes. I need to fuse something like a plant on my dude. My zombie. Okay, thank God. Alright, a bit of a time loss here, but you know what, we can still play on. That could have been a lot worse. We're gonna be within 3 at Darkness Rule, which means we can personal best, but that's a can, not a will, because we do need to save 3 minutes now. But it is possible. Fucking promotion, I hate it. It just loses me time, man. Especially if my hand's not on the controller for a second, because I want to give my hand a bit of a break, but, yeah. Okay, so if the next 3 duels are really, really good, we get a personal best, and it'll be fucking cool, and yeah, let's, hopefully get some good luck here. I don't really have any high expectations, but it's possible. So we have to kind of try. Again, if we're behind this fast, this much, We do have to try to play fast and aggressively, because there's no point really playing slow. We're just not going to get time back. We do have to draw into cards that allow us to play fast, but basically, we have to play as if we're going to draw into strategies that are fast, and play according to that, rather than try to do a consistently slow slog. So we just need to open with good cards and play them out, basically, is what we need to do. Okay. That's interesting. That is very interesting. That's two very good cards here, so... I need to curse break this, but I think I'm gonna need to draw into, like, something cooler. So, if he doesn't play Acid Trap Hole, this card just solos him completely. You do 500 damage now, and then you do 1800 direct, and then 1800 direct again. So... And if he plays an Acid Trap Hole, then we can whiff it with another card. This is pretty cool. I do want to be safe, though. I'm going to move my guy in case he does kill this. I don't think he can, actually. I think the next turn he moves left and plays left. I don't know, but I just want to be careful here, because we are going to save like a minute. At this point, what's the biggest difference maker from this point to the end of the run is Seto. Absolutely, it's Seto. If we get a fast Seto, we are quite likely to get a personal best. Otherwise, if we don't, it's just not possible. So, I need all the good luck on this next duelist out of everyone. I think Seto's more important to get good luck on than MFL, because MFL you can still play like a kind of slow, careful strategy, and hopefully he doesn't completely fuck you over. Thanks to the good luck, Dottie. I really do need it. Now is actually the time for good luck. If anyone has any good luck they want to give, I will take it right fucking now. Because if we get a godlike Seto, now of all times, we can maybe get a personal best. Again, it's not likely, but it is possible. If these next two duels, that's the thing, like, if we just get, I know it's a lot to ask, but now that we're at this point in the game, if we just get lucky on these two duels, that's it. You know? Unless I make a mistake, but, you know, I'm gonna play the hand out depending on what I draw. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, because if we do get the good draws now, I really don't want to fuck this up, because, this could be a personal best if we get lucky. So we'll see. The Richard was good. I can't believe we actually opened him with two good cards there. I hope we didn't use all of our luck on that guy. Basically, what we want is Seto to move forward on the first duel. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. The God Seto is a 2-turn, but I think him moving forward on the first time is good enough. So we need to open with a lot of damage, and he needs to basically want to open with a card in front of him that has a lower attack than the card we play in the middle, and then he moves forward. That's the only way, and it's like, I don't know, 1 in 3. Probably lower. In the case of this. We really don't have damage here, so he is really unlikely to move forward here. But I really should try. Oh, he did! He did! He fucking did! I can't believe it. This is really good, actually. I want something to fuse over this. After this, I'm gonna play a Yami and attack him directly again. I'm trying not to crap myself here. I'm trying not to panic too much because we're gonna be red into the last duel, obviously, but if that's really fast, then we get the personal best. That could be a Mirror Force that he's just Destiny drawn. Oh god, this is fucking terrifying. I don't know if this is good enough anymore. If we attack into Mirror Force, I think it's actually really bad. My heart is fucking pumping, though. It is Mirror Force. So we have to attack once more. I think the play is to stay here, and he moves forward and to the right, and then he'll play a card somewhere. He plays a card down there, okay. So see how he pathfinds back to his normal spot? This is slower than if I played the fucking Lesser Dragon in my hand, because that flip effect, but whatever. I don't think we could personal best anymore unless we get a godlike last hand. We need to beat MFL SK within like 2 minutes, which is a tall order. At this rate. We did save a bit of time, though. Alright, how many times have you guys watched, right? We have gone into MFL SK at like +3 and we've saved 2 minutes. So if I draw into a good MFL SK, I think I actually am going to commit to a YOLO strategy. Anyways, it's a VIP game. It's a VIP game, guys. Guess the time of the final run. Okay. Maybe. Maybe we get a personal best. Maybe we get a 106. We'll see. Guess the time of the end of the run, and if you guess within 5 seconds and you're the closest, you will get a permanent VIP badge. I am not gonna lie. I want a 106 right fucking now. I don't want a 107. I want to play for a 106. I don't think a 105 is just possible at this point. It's really not. But I really want a 106. If I get a 106.59, I will fucking take that. But we don't know until we open our hands, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we draw, because a safe MFL SK is not going to be fast enough, I don't think. I need to, like, open with a Yami or something for this to be really fast. If I open with a Yami, I absolutely am fucking YOLOing this, because I think this is do or die at this point. You know, we're not here to fuck around, man. We're here to get a fucking PB. Doesn't look like we're getting that, though. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. If I draw into a Yami, it can be pretty good, but... Mirror Force! Alright. I gotta fucking play card on here, man. I absolutely have to. I just have to. Force. I don't think we're getting a 106 here. I really don't think we're getting a 106. That doesn't look good. It's a 107. It's going to be a low 107. We'll see. We did need a Yami here to get like a 106. Because I have to dump this to fuse for lethal. So yeah, it's a 107. $107.08. Well, we got a personal best. We finally did something. I can't say I'm gonna pop off and celebrate though, because it's not a 106. It's not a 105. So I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we'll celebrate. We got a personal best. We did. We did. We got a 107.08. That's pretty cool. We only have 10 seconds to save to get a 106 now. Which is a tall order, but you know what? You know what? We did it. We actually fucking got a personal best. We may as well celebrate it. Again, it's not really what I wanted, so I am going to stay on this category until I get a 106 or 105. Absolutely. But you know what? It's a 107.08. Again, the comeback's not really relevant because I do literally push all my time save to the end. So it's not really indicative of... It's not like the last 3 was godlike. It was pretty good. But it's funny, okay? It's a little things like if Seto... if Seto... You know, okay, the Destiny draw, if Yugi or Seto Destiny draw, that means that they have 50-50 to get Mirror Force or Raigeki. So if that was a Raigeki instead of a Mirror Force, we would have beaten him a whole turn earlier. And then, even if we got the same approximate strategy on MFL SK, I mean, which is pretty standard, he had one attack we had to, one trap we had to attack through, then we just play 1400 attack, 1400 attack, 1200 attack. We could have got a 106, but we didn't because he Destiny drawed a Mirror Force. Interesting. That's not good enough, man. I'm not done here. I'm not done here, man. There's no way I'm done here. I didn't fight all this to settle on a 107.08. I absolutely didn't. But you know what? It's still a personal best. It's still pretty good. Look, at the end of the day, this is still the fastest completion of this game with no password entry in history. History! So that is actually worth celebrating still. So you know what? Let's do a fucking little dance. Yeah, let's celebrate. Hey, we got a PP! Woohoo! Spray the champagne. Spray the champagne. Oh my god. I will say it. My heart was racing. I don't know when my heart started really pumping. Because, man, I don't know, we could have played some of these duels better. We really, really could have. It just so happened to be this run that things kind of fell, the luck fell to allow us to actually get a decent final 3. That Richard was good. The Seto was pretty good. The MFL SK was just standard. We didn't run into too much trouble. He didn't play Diane Keto, he didn't play more than one Mirror Force. Really, that last 3 is kind of what I want in a personal best, so, you know. Oh, man, if this was, seriously, if this was the 106, I would be done, but I'm not done. I want a 106 or a 105. I really do. I am not bleeding. I'm not playing the fuck out of this game for a 107.08. I really want to... I'm not done, man. There's no way I'm done here. But you know what? We can still fucking celebrate. We still absolutely can. I mean... It's a 107XX. You know, rather than a 10710 or a 10720 or 10730 or something like that. So, yeah. It's a world record, so there you go. It's not like it's nothing. Oh my god, that's so bittersweet. I can't believe it. Seriously, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Because if I got like a 106.58, I would have just stopped there probably, I think for good. I think I really would have stopped. Because I've been grinding my ass off for something. But because it's a 107.08, it means I will keep going until I get something better. And who knows, that might be a 105, it might be a low 106, who knows. But you know what, we actually got... You know, that's something. That's something. It's really not easy to get runs anywhere close. It really isn't, man. It's been weeks since we've got that 107.30, and we've been playing lots of this game. We've been playing dozens of hours a week. Literally dozens of hours a week. Think about that. That's a lot of gameplay. Oh my god, man. We actually got a personal best. Again, it's not the 106. I'm not gonna pop off and like, and backflip and scream into the microphone, but that's pretty cool. You know what? It's good. It's good. Who knows? You know, what if something... What if we do decide eventually, or something happens, something goes wrong, and that's it? That's the last one? Better than a 107.30, but still. I mean, I feel like this may be the best 107 we're gonna get until we get a 106 or a 105. So until someone gets a 106, me. This is, I guess, the best run you're gonna see. So, hey. It was alright, I mean... Really? I told you guys. so many times we just needed to be within 3 minutes of Darkness Ruler, and then the last 3 duels, if none of them fuck us over, we're fine. And I know that Seto Destiny drawed a Mirror Force, but he did move forward, and we did have decent damage. We were able to beat him relatively quickly. And in reality, I could have potentially played around him Destiny drawing in hindsight, but hindsight is hindsight. Because if he Destiny drawed the Raigeki instead of the Mirror Force, it would have been a whole turn faster. So, it's whatever, really. I mean, in a different world, we play the exact same way, and we get a 106, you know? It's just one of those things. Yep, no second dimension hole. We're gonna go through the deck before I stop recording, so that anyone in the YouTube VOD... Hi, YouTube! Everyone say hi. Even though the chat isn't on the screen, but... yeah, no golds! This is one of the first times we got a significant PB with no golds. So, okay. Let's have a look at the deck. Just so we can talk about a few cards that actually make a difference. So again, Dancing Elf. Yo, Xenonite, thank you so much. Again, I really do want the 106 or the 105, so I'm not, like, gonna pop off and spray the champagne and all that, but we gotta... It's a personal best. This is the world record. You know, we saved a decent amount of time. And as I said, until we get the 106, this is going to be the best 107 we're probably going to get. I really do feel like when we get back into this this pace at a similar time, you know, it literally, if we had saved one more turn anywhere, it would have been a 106. But again, knowing the luck of this game, if we save one more turn anywhere else, we would have got different luck on every single duel after that. We really can't predict that. Anyway, Dancing Elf. The reason why this card is so good, it's as a female, it's an elf, it's a fairy, mainly it's a female, and again, 5 deck cost, 1 SP, you're guaranteed to be able to play this every time you draw into it. So if you draw into this with anything such as a plant or a beast, you can create a high attack fusion. I don't think this card had an extreme amount of impact in this run in particular. But it's a good card. You should always have it unless you miss it on Teo. Because it's stuff like that that'll give you, you know, a Nekagal or a Queen of Autumn Leaves on a duel where you really need that, like Weevil. Again, Wretched goes to the attic. It's purely just for a Fiend, so you have fusion with... fuse it with Lizark to make Chimera. You can also fuse it with... a plant to make Respecter of Dun, which we ended up playing on Weevil. Even though he destroyed us, he played Negate Attack and then a Quagga with 2 equips, you know. But anyway. So funny enough, this card is useless. It's literally like, there's no use for this. I literally put it in the deck because it's 0 SP. So it's less bricky. I literally only put this in the deck edit before Grandpa, because I was putting in anything that cost nothing to play, so that when it came to Grandpa, we can just play through our cards rather fast. And if you see, we actually saved time on Grandpa. Out of everyone, we saved time on him relative to our Yorkus PB. So, I don't know. Thanks, Tio. Thank you so much. Again, that reincarnation, this... Type 0 Magic Crusher could be any equip that I got in the slots early on, it didn't matter. I just wanted something with 0 SP. It's the only reason why it's in the deck. Kanan is a very good card. Again, female, 4-star warrior. The funny thing about this is that the value of a 4-star female is to make Mystical Sand. That's the only, like, significance that a 4-star female has over, like, 3 or lower. But it's a warrior, so you can make, this and any zombie will make Armored Zombie, which you didn't even really see in the run, I don't think, at all. But the important thing about this, not only is it female for female fusions, but 1400 attack warrior, 1400 is good on Crush. You guys saw it in the last duel. That's another thing with, if you fuse Dancing Elf for the warrior, you make Celtic Guardian. These are really good cards for MFL SK, because it means you can attack him twice on the Crush. Then you only need 1200 attack on the third attack, which you have quite often, like a Lizark, or a Mammoth Graveyard, or any warrior zombie fusion. You know, that's weaker than Armored Zombie. You have a lot of cards that are actually 1200. Like, it's actually very easy to get that amount of damage, so if you bring this out, it's a lot. And also, if you want to play it risky, or if he moves back and you're in a position to attack him, if he has 1900 or less life points, he moves to the back tile, and you have this in your hand, and he played to his right, so it's not a trap card, you can just attack him with 1900, which is actually a pretty big difference maker sometimes, so Kanan, really, it's a good card. Harpy Lady. So, we didn't really see this card at all, but Harpy Lady does make cards like Punished Eagle, Harpy's Pet Dragon. It's obviously a female, I need to say that every female, and also Winged Beast, plus Beast actually makes Garvis. Yeah, females are good, in general. They're good for fusions, and the thing is about this run in particular, that these female fusions are actually most valuable on Weevil, because they're all like the forest fusions. You can play Nekagao, Queen of Autumn Leaves, so really there's a lot of value to playing them. On the Wasteland duels, you can actually play Mystical Sand with them, but I actually take out the rocks because I take them out again before Grandpa, so I can chew through my cards faster. So that's something. And Kairu Shin, honestly, this card is really important. I'm actually putting a much higher value on it. If you noticed, we used it on Pegasus. That wasn't even the most efficient way to beat him with it. It's very good on Pegasus. It's good on Weevil as a backup plan. And on Richard, it's so good on that guy. This card literally soloed Richard, and you guys saw it in this run. You saw, basically, Kairu Shin, just this one card solos Richard. And I know it makes Richard seem like a joke, he kind of is. But if you don't have a card like this, or a card that changes the terrain, Richard is a fucking nightmare. Richard can really just end your run instantly if you don't draw into anything. Because if you don't change the terrain, you basically have to beat 2300, and this deck just doesn't bring out 2300 or higher unless you change the terrain or you play like a Great Mammoth with an equip. You just don't beat him. But if you change the terrain, you basically beat everything he plays. And then, if you go back and watch the Richard, you'll basically see why Kairu Shin is so important. So, if you guys notice, I did 2 deck edits. Even though I didn't get any good drops on Rex or Necro, I keep Kairu Shin out for this kind of stretch of the middle portion of the run, and then I put it back up in after Necromancer, because I'm hoping to get good drops from Rex or Necro. And then, I didn't after that, because again, this card is really good for Weevil, Pegasus, Ishtar. Like, if you do D-Hole, Kairu Shin, it's good on any of these people. Good on Lab Ruler. I mean, it's not that great on Lab Ruler, because he can respond with 2 of the 3 gate guarding pieces and just end your run. Keith, it's really good on as a backup emergency, because it actually beats his strategies that he plays that fucks over your regular strategies. Like, if he opens with a high attack machine, this is like the only way you beat that and continue and play and beat that duel fast. And as I said, on Richard, it's really, really, really strong. The only duelist that Kairu Shin sucks on is MFL SK, which I'm pretty sure I drew into it. Or, no, it was Shadow Ghoul or something. But it's because you just can't play it on Crush, so basically anything that's above 1450, unless you play a terrain card, is pretty bad on MFL SK. But, anyways, Kairu Shin, very good card. Harpy Lady, very good card. Kanan, this is the only drop I really rate that highly that isn't very often gonna drop, because it's not a deck leader, but both Tristan and Mai have this, so yeah. This is a great card. This or Hibikime. Shadi can drop Hibikime. I really like running with at least one of these, if not both, in the deck. It's just really good on the Stonehenge duels and the Crush duels, and it's a good fusion component because it's female warrior as well, so they make Armored Zombie. Really, the only thing bad about them is they're 4 SP. If they were 3 SP, they'd be probably some of the best cards you could get in the game, apart from Dimensional, and they're still really, 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 really good. And again, I talked about gutting all the 4 SP stuff for Grandpa. It just means that you're less likely to brick when you draw into cards like this. So, yeah. Overall, nothing really crazy. We only had a single dimension hole. We didn't even draw into it that often, but we drew into it where we needed to, like the Pegasus and Lab Ruler. We also drew into a Keith. Some of the best you can ask for. We didn't draw into Rex, but our Rex draw was the best draw we could have done, apart from Dimension Hole. We honestly got the best Rex draw possible apart from that. So, that is the 10708. Thank you very much himself for the tier 1 sub for 4 months. Thank you so much. You just got in before I ended the VOD for YouTube. Hi again, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and all that shit, because I may as well. I'm definitely going to upload this because it's a PB 10708. And I haven't uploaded a video since my last PB, so I may as well. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, we actually got a personal best, guys. We wanted a 106 or 105. But hey, this is still a personal best, so whatever. Quickly, actually, before I end the VOD, I'm gonna do edit layout. There you go. You guys can kind of see the time there now, so that's pretty cool. Still no 106, but whatever. It's still a PB. Ay, 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 ay. New world record. How's that, guys? How's that? How's that? Nice. Alright. I will be right back. I really do need to use the bathroom again. Yes, we did do that. We didn't get the 106, but we did absolutely improve the world record by 22 seconds. So that's something. Woohoo! Alright. There we go. I'm back. Ah, it's bittersweet. But, hey, still a victory. It's still a victory. It's still a personal best. The problem now is I really want to edit my splits again. Forge them. But I don't know. I feel like... I don't know if I need to do that anymore. Because I got so used to these splits that I stopped being psyched out by the end of it. I don't know. I really am going to probably put some time save from the early game to the late game again. Just as a buffer. Because I do still want my MFLC to say 2703, so... Let's see. Alright, let me edit my splits. That was a 4-minute 11 marker. That's terrible. That's not really good. We also lost to MFLC in this run. A whole loss, I think. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a fast loss, but I don't know if I surrendered or actually he OTK'd me after I Dimension Hold, and then I went back in and won with a YOLO MFLC, so that's pretty interesting. That's kind of funny. These splits are now quite random, but it does now say 2703 at MFLC, and then we can now edit just some time into the last few. Take out, Alright, 107.08. So we've now forged our splits again successfully. So we have like a minute buffer on the last three again and all that jazz. And the first half is still, you know, 27.03, so yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. Holy shit, man. Oh, I'm so conflicted. I really should keep playing. I really want to. So I am. Oh, God. Brutal, man. It's brutal. What do you guys reckon? We gotta keep playing, don't we? Absolutely have to keep playing, don't we? This ain't over yet. This ain't over, man. I'm still recording, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I was supposed to stop doing that.